everyone, thanks for tuning into our live cooking show. Happy September. I know it's crazy. Summer seems to have flown by, and well, technically, it's still summer for about, 2-3 more weeks yet, technically. It's really fall for most people. It's Labor Day. Today is Labor Day, so happy Labor Day to you. Thank you to everyone who has helped make Labor Day happen, and hopefully you're able to take it off and relax and enjoy the day with your family and friends and just enjoying it. Well, fall is in the air, at least here it is in Wisconsin, a little bit. It's raining here and there, but the temperature seems to have broken. It's cooler, which is awesome. I love the cooler weather, and that gets me ready for fall and fall colors and all that stuff, but not that white crap that's going to fall later on, at least here in Wisconsin. I'm not ready for that. No, not yet. But fall I am. And with fall comes the fall fruit and vegetables that come into season in the fall. They are some of my favorite ones, and over the next couple of weeks we're going to do kind of like a fall theme-ish of recipes for you so that you can really take full advantage of the fresh vegetables and fruits and meats that are around, especially in the fall time, so that you and your family can enjoy them and be healthy, fit, and eat and enjoying food. So today's is, I know I put out the question earlier, today we are making homemade applesauce. Now, I was up at my in-laws' house up in northern Wisconsin. Maybe some of you might have seen that picture I posted earlier of me picking apples. Yes, they have, I couldn't even tell you how many apple trees there. It's so many, more apples than we wouldn't even know what to do with. It's just crazy how many apples there are. So I was out there picking apples, filled up a bag full to make some applesauce for tonight's show. I want to make sure we have the freshest ingredients, literally picked off the tree this afternoon. I think it was like noon or so when I picked the apples, and we're gonna make this applesauce. Now, there's so many different things you can make with apples, right? Randall, thanks for watching, and Robert, thanks for watching. Randall, you commented something about like a, apple crisp. You and one other person commented on there. Thank you for commenting, by the way. Apple crisp, delicious. I actually made one of the apples. They were up there last weekend and sent me, and I made this apple crisp for work and for my family and all that stuff. A healthy apple crisp. And if you're interested in that recipe, just go to my website, Spencer M. Jones, and you can find that one. It's apple strudel. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different awesome recipes you can make. But this one, we're going to do an applesauce. Now, with this, there's, how do you make applesauce? Well, you get the apple soft, and I've always done it on the stovetop until I was thinking about it, and I've tried the slow cooker recipe, and this is awesome. Why? Because you don't have to sit over the stove stirring it, going about your business, and always having to come back. You can leave this overnight, stirring it a little bit before you go to bed and stirring it when you wake up, and it's going to be amazing. Super simple, super delicious applesauce recipe that you can use any of those extra apples. So maybe you have an apple tree in your backyard, or your friend has an apple tree, and you just take a bag full of apples, right? Get a paper bag full of apples or whatever. You can make this and stock yourself up with some amazing, delicious applesauce. It goes great with pork chops, by the way, just saying. And freeze it and be set, or keep in the refrigerator and be set. So let me show you what you need to make this. Can you guess what the key ingredient is? I bet you can, because you're smart. I see you over there. I see you on the other side of the screen being smart. Yep, you know it. You need apples. So these are some of the apples I picked, just some of them. And I already chopped up most of the bag full. Look at that pot. Boom. Now, you see they're browning a little bit. That's because I chopped them up before the show. These apples like to brown pretty quickly. But that's all right. We'll make it. It's going to be okay. I have them in a little bit of lemon water. That slows that acid in the lemon, helps slows the browning process down quite a bit. So anyway, they're so good. They're just a little brown. So you need apples. I have, we'll find out. I have a 5-quart slow cooker here. We should have about 16 cups of chopped apples or so, and a couple extras. You're going to need some nutmeg, some ground cinnamon, some ginger, which is our little fun twist on this, and some lemon juice, and about a cup of water, give or take. So what you do is first you chop up the apples. So here's how I chop up my apples. I love leaving the skin on them personally, because The skin holds so much of the vitamins and nutrients in the apple. We want that in our applesauce. At least I do. Now, maybe you're not a fan of the skins on them, and that is okay. You can peel it and take it off, so that works. Now, I cored the apple. All I did is I cut it. Here's the rest of it, right? I just basically cut one side, and then I went around making a rectangular, squarish core. All right? So I did that, and then I chopped these up as if I'm cutting it up to eat in slices. So I chopped them up into slices like that, right? Nothing too fancy. And then I just chopped them up into thirds. Whoa, that one got away from me. The reason I'm doing that, just chopping them up a little bit, is so the skin isn't like really big, right? I don't want long pieces of skin in my applesauce. Now, if you're blending it, maybe that's not going to be an issue, or if you skin the apples, it's not going to be an issue. You could slice them, do whatever you like with this. I'm just chopping them up, just to make my life a little bit easier. Great. Goes into the pot. So you do that with your apples. Yay. After you wash the apples down, right, while they get them at the store, or hopefully your friend's house, you get them, you wash them, and you chop them up. Then you get your slow cooker. Look, a slow cooker. It's amazing. So then, we have our apples here. Again, these are just soaked in lemon water to slow down that browning process. So when you see them, I'll take them out. They're a little brown. It's because they've been sitting here at room temperature. But it's all going to be good. It's going to be tasty. I just have this little strainer. We are going to put the apples in our slow cooker. A little water gets in there. That is all right. Ooh, it's going to be a tight one. I chopped up more apples than I probably should have. Nah, we'll make it fit. Oh yeah, it'll be tight, but it'll be good. We'll make this work. Maybe. Almost. All right, here's the last bit. I got excited. Maybe I shouldn't have chopped up the last apple. Oh well. Okay, so it'll be a little tight. It'll go down once it cooks. Okay, so we have my 5-quart slow cooker here, packed with the apples, right? It's set to go. Then we're going to take about our cup of water and just put that in there. So about 1 cup of water. Stops it from burning, which is nice. You're going to want lemon juice. I'm going to put in a tablespoon of lemon juice or so. Come on. Maybe not quite full. And we're out. Oh, look at that. See, that's what happens when you don't plan ahead. This stuff happens like that. So I don't have another one. So instead I'm going to use lime juice. It's still good. The acid just helps the liquid come out and helps the apple to break down. That's really all that acid is doing. So we're just going to add about a tablespoon here. Now with lime juice. Lemon juice would be better, but meh, it's still good. There we go. Okay. Then you're going to want about 2 tablespoons. Yes, 2 tablespoons for this much craziness of apples, right? 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. Oh, there's 1. And I'm spilling, but that's all right, because I love cinnamon, so does Katie. Great. And you're going to want about a 1/2 tablespoon of nutmeg. Just add a little extra spice. Now you can just do whatever spices you want. This is where you can really customize it. I highly suggest cinnamon because it's freaking delicious, but you don't need it. You could add in pumpkin spice, if that's something you're really into, pumpkin pie spice, stuff like that, whatever you like. So that's a 1/2 tablespoon of nutmeg, and then I'm going to do about a 1/2 tablespoon, maybe just shy of that, of ginger, believe it or not. That's our fun twist. I love ginger. Smells so good. Oh yeah, it's going to add a nice little zest to our applesauce. So about a 1/2 tablespoon of ground ginger. There we go. Now, if you're smart, you wouldn't quite have these many apples in here and you would be able to stir it. We're going to see. So the goal is just to kind of get that cinnamon all around it. We're just going to try folding it over itself once or twice, probably just once, so it coats some more of the apples. Again, we had a casualty, folks. An apple piece fell on the floor. That's okay. All right, I'm over it. So we're just gonna kind of put this together here. Once it gets all mushed up, it's gonna blend anyway, so don't be too concerned about it. I just like to help it out a little bit. Okay, great. This is so hard, folks. I don't know if I can handle this. It's so much pressure. You put the cover on. Good enough. And then you plug in your slow cooker, turn that sucker on the low, and you let it sit. You let it sit for 6 to 8 hours in there. You stir it like 2 times. Okay, so what? It's 6:10 now. I'm going to stir this bad boy probably about 8 o'clock, 8:30, right when I go to bed, because I go to bed early. And then I wake up early, and I'll stir it then. And then it's done, right? So I'll wake up, well, okay, 6 to 8 hours. You're thinking, what? You're going to be up at midnight, Spencer, checking this? No, I'm not going to, because, to be honest, I'll check it when I go to bed around 8:30, and I'm getting up at 4. Now, you're thinking, holy crap, Spencer, you just lied to us. You said 6 to 8 hours, and now you're letting it go about 10 hours? Say, what? It's going to be okay. It's not going to be bad, right? So what's going to happen? Well, it's going to be some thicker applesauce, right? You can add more water in if that's something you need to do. That's totally cool. Check it, see what it's like, right? Maybe you want to add another cup of water in there. And if it reduces down more, maybe that's what you want. Because maybe you don't want applesauce, you want apple butter. So if you've never made apple butter, it's essentially applesauce reduced down even more to its awesome, tasty goodness. The natural sugars from the apples just come out even more and are super tasty, especially with apple and cinnamon. It's perfect to put in oatmeal, on toast, on anything you'd put butter on. You put the apple butter on instead. It's a healthy alternative to it. And it's freaking delicious, man. So there you go. That is applesauce. That's how you can do it. Super quick, super easy. You don't have to be heating up your house over an oven or stove, cooking this sucker. No, throw it in the slow cooker, have some fun, enjoy it, and start off fall. Because I hate to tell you folks, Mother Nature didn't listen to my pleas and probably didn't listen to your pleas about slowing down at all. So fall's here. Well, it will be here officially in like 2-3 weeks, but whatever, school's here and all that good stuff. Yay, school. So we're gonna have fun. Make this applesauce delicious. This will keep, so once it's all done, right? Once it's all done, it's gonna be chunky. So you'll wanna mash it up with like a potato masher. That's what I'm gonna use. Or like fork or something like that. You could use an immersion blender if that's something you like. If you want it smoother, stick it in a blender and blend it up that way. All depends on how smooth or chunky you like it. I like mine a little chunkier. So I'm just gonna use a potato masher, mash it up, put it in the refrigerator to cool. When it's complete, uncovered, right? And then when it's cool, I'll put it in some Pyrex containers with lids, make sure they're sealed. I'll put some in the refrigerator, they'll last about 2-3 weeks in the refrigerator. And then I'll put some in the freezer, they'll last like 2 or 3 months in the freezer. So that's how you do it, folks. That's how you make the Jones & 4 homemade slow cooker applesauce. Super quick, super easy. Go out to an orchard. Go out to ask your family, your friends who have apples. Grab a couple of bags of apples, make yourself some applesauce, some apple butter, and have a great day. This is awesome. Let me know what you think of this recipe and all that stuff by taking a picture and post it on social media. Tag Jones & 4 in that photo. I would greatly appreciate it. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this recipe and love to know what other recipes you love in fall. What's your favorite fall time recipe? Let me know. Put it in the comments below and yeah, let me know. I will comment back. If you do that, I will definitely comment back and let you know what I think about it. Maybe we could use that on a live cooking show. You never know. Thanks for watching, folks. Please like this video if you liked it. Hopefully you like the content. I would greatly appreciate a thumbs up and share this out with your friends and your family because let's get started. Fall off right? Make some homemade applesauce, stay healthy, stay on track with our diets, with our goals so we can chase our passions to the max. All right, folks, have a great night and we will check you all next week at our next live cooking show. Till then.